Hello everyone. We're just down in the basement here. We're working on a no slope shower on a concrete slab, and I know there's a few videos out there talking about how to do it, but I just figured I'd make my own video on my own project and maybe highlight some of the details that you might not regularly see. So here we go. I'm gonna turn my camera around here, kind of show you where we're at. So as you can see, we're about 3-4 days into the project here. We had to deal with this really unlevel floor. So from the front of the door here was the low spot, and then all the way back here to the back corner of the shower was our high spot, and that was about 1.25 inches higher over here. So what we decided to do was sort of split the difference on the floor here, and this part of the floor was about 1/2 inch higher. So we picked that as our zero spot and we leveled it all the way over to there using floor leveler. So what I did was I had to chip out a little section of the floor here down about 1/4 inch, and then we cleaned and primed everything with a bonding agent, which I have over here, this Quikrete bonding agent. Just painted it on like paint, and then we put our floor leveler down after that was dried, cured overnight, poured floor leveler, and stopped it where we wanted to end our shower here. And then from that point, we're going to put our crack prevention membrane down, which is this green stuff here. This is by Mapai. It's called Mapagard UM, and this is our crack isolation membrane. We're going to glue that down with thin set, which we have over here in our pail, and we are going to glue it down with, I had my trowel here, there it is, this V-notch trowel here. So we're going to get into that shortly, but just so I can talk about the shower area here, what we did was basically once this membrane's on here, it'll come up about another 3/16 of an inch. So we wanted to at least grind this down, this concrete down, about 1/2 inch to 3/4 from that point down, so that we could get our mortar bed on here, our sand mix, to slope down from here to our drain, which is going to be in the center, approximately right here. So we have, unfortunately, we have only 1.5 inch pipe to work with. That was already done previously when the house was built. So we're going to go with that and use a Schluter drain kit system, which is in this package here. This is just the whole guide for the whole shower, but that's kind of the drain we're going to be using there. So what we did was we increased this. I chipped this all out with a Bosch hammer drill, and at first I kind of grinded a perimeter around to get it started doing that. It was really dusty, so what I decided to do was just do most of it with the chipping, and then I fine-tuned the line with the grinder afterwards. So it took a bit of time. Obviously some parts are deeper than they need to be, but the edges are supposed to be, when it's finished, we'll have our sand mix bed in here. The edges will be 1/2 inch lower to start before we put the sand mix on, and then by the time we're done laying it, it'll be relatively flush with this floor here, this membrane, the top of this membrane, so that we can achieve our, starting from zero, we can slope it down about 3/4 inch down to our drain here. Now it'll be a little bit steeper here because This is a shorter distance, but we wanted to make sure that we could maintain at least a 1/4 inch slope every foot from the back corner to the drain. So I'm gonna have to deal with these vapor barrier sills underneath the wood, which is protecting it from any moisture wicking up through them. But after the sand mix is done and the drain is installed, we are going to put some red guard and waterproof everything, and we're going to waterproof our walls, and then hopefully get to tiling. So that's sort of what we're looking at right now. If you got something out of this video and learned something, or have any questions, maybe any suggestions of other videos that I could make, I'm gonna start doing this more on a regular basis to show some of the tricks that I've learned, and to even learn myself, because there's always something to learn, new tricks to learn. So I'm happy to do this, and hopefully we can all learn something from it. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.